Hello. Hello. I am live. I normally start the stream by slurping tea, and I haven't got any tea. I've not even got a drink here. Got nothing. I've got nothing. Is it working? I've not tested. I can see the audio meters. I've not tested them yet. Hopefully, don't get any dodgy router problems today. Dodgy router. I have had the dodgy router. I'm going to try and do something with this PLA. This little dodgy PLA I've got. I am live. Excellent. We see and hear you. You do. That is great. That is totally great. It's a thing. Being live, it's a thing. I've never done any actual... I say I've never done any repairs live on stream before. I did swap a floppy drive in an Amiga. Nothing too complicated. Hopefully this thing I'm going to do is nothing too complicated as well. Because... Dave, you're an ace. An ace at what? That's the question. That is the question. What am I an ace at? An ace of aces. That was a game, wasn't it? Yeah, I got one of these. I don't know why I have such bad luck with these, because they're not that difficult, but I got one of these GAL PLAs from an eBay seller. I just bought another one because I think I've got, what, 1, 2, 3 Commodore 64s. Can't remember now. And the last time I did a fix, I just borrowed one out of the other one, so I needed one more. So I just bought another one. I'm not sure if I bought it off the same seller I bought it off before. And it doesn't work. So you plug it in, it just says out of memory. It does boot, but it says out of memory on the basic screen. So I thought, oh, that's a bit rubbish. And they've also, it's going to be hard to see on here, but they've soldered the chips in. So that's really annoying. So the picture on the eBay on listings got sockets on it, and the one they send you doesn't have sockets because they're trying to save like 10 pence or something, which is great. So it doesn't work. So I'd have to I'm going to desolder the chips just to take them out and see what's on them, because I've got the programmer for them and they've just soldered them in. I thought I might check it to see if they've soldered it upright first, because the other one I bought, and that's on a video I did previously, they forgot to solder one of the pins, but I managed to solder that. Interesting. Need to test these PLAs more here too. You need to test them all. They need to test them before they send them to you. But these PLAs are fine. Hi. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Kuvelin 1. Hey. Yeah. So it's a bit annoying that it just doesn't work. Like, I just I tied it in 2 different Commodore 64s. It just says out of memory. Like I said, all it's got on it is 2 rows of pins. There's the board and 2 PLAs 2 GALs, that have been programmed to be the PLA, and that's it. And it doesn't work. So I thought I'd repair it on stream, like desolder and stuff. I'd like to check it first and find out. Like I said, find out if everything's connected on it. So I'd have to go through every one of the connections. I'm sorry, that's going to be boring, but we should just see if it's soldered correctly. The soldering doesn't look great, but it doesn't look wrong. But to make it worse, and this is why I can't show it working, just before the stream, like just today, I thought I'll pull this out of the Commodore 64, and I wanted to do it really quick, so I was like, I'll just pull it out of my hand, it'll be fine. And I pulled it out instead of using my chip puller, and it bent one of these tiny little legs, and when I bent it back, it snapped it off. So not only does it not work, I now actually broke it and can't show it not working because I broke the pin off. I might actually have a go just before we start. Should I even bother trying to solder that pin back on and just put it in to show you that it does out of memory? Or should I just not bother? So it's missing a pin, and I checked. It looks like that pin is connected to something, so it does need that pin. I can see a track going off it. I'm going to point the camera. Whoa! I'm going to point the camera down in a minute, so you can see what I'm doing. But just so you can see me, I've only got one camera, so in a minute the camera's going to point down there and point at this. Actually, I could zoom in here, actually. Yeah, is this better? I've got a zoom on this camera. Oh, where is it? I've got to put it in exactly the right place. I've lost it. There we are. There's the PLA, and they have soldered the sockets in, which is not fun. And if I can keep it in the camera view, there's the pin that I snapped off. That is so rubbish. I've still got the pin, so what do you reckon? Should I try and solder? Is it possible? Should I try and solder the pin back on and just show you that this doesn't work? It's not focusing on that very well, is it? Yeah, there's the pin I snapped. These are really small. I've got these to replace it with, which are fatter, and they might damage the sockets, but I can replace the socket, so I'm not too bothered. I think that's what's on the other one that's in here. So I could just... I don't want to just put this one on, though, because I need to take the chips off first. And I have got sockets as well, actually. I've got some sockets. Let me zoom out. Oh, there's another Gal PLA in there that works. So the one that's in there works. Where's the sockets? Yeah, I bought these off an eBay seller for like, I don't know, a few pounds. And I think these are the right sockets for these, I hope. I think they're the right sockets. I'll have to try it in a bit. If they're not, well, I've not got sockets. But I think you should always socket these things because they seem to go wrong. So people are soldering them in, which is pretty annoying. But there it is. Like I said, the soldering, it looks like it's unleaded solder. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look wrong. So there it is. I've heard those are quite fragile pins indeed. They are. It was bent, and I just bent it back, and it just immediately snapped off. So that was utterly rubbish. That was proper rubbish. What happened there? So yeah, I can't even show it not working, which is unfortunate. Unless, I mean, maybe I'll get the multimeter out first, and I'll find the diagram for it, and we'll see if we can test out, because it doesn't work. Maybe they've just soldered it wrong. Maybe one of these pins isn't soldered. And if that's the case, the problem is that you can't actually get to some of these. The pins that are underneath the gals, you can't get to them anyway. So you really got to do it right. But I mean, you shouldn't be able to mess that up. But they did mess it up on a previous one I bought. They didn't solder one of the pins. So is it possible? Let me just have a look. Have they? I don't think I can even see inside there. It's not possible to see if they've soldered every pin. I'd have to take the chips off to do it, which is annoying. I mean, because if they miss one, then it's done. Or you solder one badly. They look soldered. How could you mess this up? How could you mess up something so simple? That's the bit I don't get. It's just a mess. So yeah, so I'll get rid of this Commodore 64 to start with. I am still using, by the way, I'm still using the Brick of Death, but I have ordered a new power supply. I was going to build one, because I could build one, but the trouble with building power supplies is it's just getting like an enclosure that fits everything in. Because all you need is like a transformer, and you need a transformer and like a 5-volt power supply. And the eBay one that I bought even shows you the 5-volt. It's got a meanwhile power supply in it. I was like, cool, that's what I put in it. So it looks really good. And I thought I could build one of those, but you just look at like getting all the stuff and then just getting it all together and putting it in a case is actually just the part that's annoying. So I've just ordered one. It's quite expensive, but I thought it'll probably cost me about half that to build it, to get the parts, and then it would just take me a lot longer to build it. So I'm just ordered one. But no more Brick of Death once again. I'm still using Brick of Death now though. And the power supply will do the disk drive as well, the 1541 disk drive, which I just did the video on. So yeah, so that's a thing. Right, let's see if I can find... Oh well, I'll tell you what, I need to make a drink first because I haven't had a drink. I'll get some drinks and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to start I'll start by probing it. I'll start by probing the thing. And yeah, these pins are tiny, these little gold pins. Absolutely microscopic. Time to relax and focus is here. I like the way you announce it. It's like, I'm here, guys. Yeah, we can start now. Time to relax and focus is here. This is what I'm doing. I'm relaxing and focusing. This is quite a relaxing thing to do, actually, because it's like, this thing isn't complicated, so hopefully I won't have too much trouble with it. But it's just something you can do. Like, I relax like this. It's not like, not by listening to what you're doing, like thunder and stuff like that. I relax by like fixing something easy that's easy to fix. And this one should be easy. It's got 4 parts, so should be able to do it. But I'd like to find out what they did wrong. Why doesn't it work? Well, it might be that the chips are programmed wrong, actually. That could be the thing. Chips could be programmed wrong. I suspect that's what it is, because I've had those chips that program and then just lose their programming. So it's probably that. But I'll just check that they've. I'll check that they've connected everything properly. That'll be a little thing. I'm going to move the camera down. I'm going to make a drink and then I'll point the camera down and we'll do it like that. Or could I do it like this? I could do some. It's too hard to do it on this other camera because it's nah, my hands are just going to be in the way. You'll never see anything. You'll never see anything if I do it that way, unfortunately. Right, I'll be back in a moment after I've got a drink, and I'll start probing this thing. Generic array logic. Is that what it's done? Is that what it stands for? I thought it stood for gate array logic. I don't know. I thought they were gate arrays, but not sure. But I've got the. I think is that I don't even need to buy these off eBay sellers anymore because I've got all the stuff. I've got the pins. Oh well, I'm going to run out of them after this probably. I've got some spare gals, and I've got the sockets now, and I've got the programmer. I just don't have the boards. I could just make the boards and get a load of them. You're Googling it. Yeah. If you want to know the part, it's the gal. Just actually Google gal PLA, and you'll see the little project that this is built from. It tells you all about it. I will just go and get the drink. drink. Drink! Generic. Oh, generic. Get a generic array logic. Right. There we go. We are learning. We are totally learning. Right, I've got to get the schematic up for this thing, because I'm going to check it. I think, is there a schematic on their site? I'll have a look now. There's a picture of the board on the actual like homepage. Where's my pin that I broke off? Where does it go? Does it go anywhere? Is this actual like more readable schematic? A PLA you can build yourself. Where is it? Oh, here we go. This is a schematic of the adapter. Right. Maybe I could print this, because I can't see the chat while I'm looking at it. Hang on, it's loading very slowly. It's loading very, very slowly. Dave, what do you think are those GAL PLAs more hazardous to use in a C64 test board? I mean, removing and reinstalling it more often in order to test other PLAs. I wonder if the pins are more prone to fail if repeatedly removing those GAL PLAs. Yeah, well, I think these pins are particularly weak, but the ones I'm going to put on are fatter. Now, that's probably could be bad for the socket, I suspect, because I think you push these in the socket and it starts to like bend the socket out. But yeah, these things are just like, if you take them out with a chip puller carefully, they should come out straight. But if you bend them, here I could fix that one on the end, I suppose. Uh-oh. OBS is disconnecting on me. I can't believe he's doing this already. Am I still here? That's my question. Or am I in trouble? What is the deal with my router? It's already gone crazy. Oh yeah. It said it disconnected. I don't know if it's because I was downloading that schematic or something. Router again. Gonna reset it. This is bonkers. Yeah, spoke too soon. I know. Hiccups. Hiccups. Yeah, the trouble with the hiccups is that they just keep happening. That's the problem. I've reset my router, but I don't know what's going on with this problem. Certain Amiga SCSI boards didn't like unstable supply because of the high current use of PALs and GALs. Oh, I see what you mean. So do you think that's a problem for the C64? To be honest, I'm getting a new power supply for mine, so it should be alright. I don't think these are going to use... I don't know. Who knows? I'm having success with them. I'm just not having success with the ones I'm getting that are just completely busted. Right, this schematic, I don't know... Is it that useful? Let's have a look. It's a bit of a weird... It's got the left chip, the right chip, Oh, and then that's the pinouts. This is schematic's actually quite hard. Oh, is it quite hard to read? Right. I can't see the chat while I'm looking at the schematic. That's going to be my problem. Are there capacitors on the PLA board? No, there's nothing on it. There's two gals, and that's it, really. That is the whole thing. That is the whole thing. I might need a piece of paper just to mark down what I'm testing. Oh, there's my list of cassette games that don't work. I need to keep that. Cassette games that don't work. Cassettes are the next thing that I'm going to fix on the Commodore 64. Let me go get a pencil. Oh, I've got one here. Got one here that's completely blunt. And I've got no pencil sharpener. Oh well. Them's the breaks. Time to scope the +5. I can't scope any of them. This one won't work because the pin's snapped off it. But I want to see. It does work. It just says out of memory. I'm just wondering if there's one pin. I mean, this could be a bad idea. Just trying to test this. Oh, let me change the camera to this. Let's see if I can get the camera in the right place. It's quite hard with these. Go on these magic arm things. Oh, look at this. How's that? Not sure if I can go closer. Can't get any closer than that. It's a very small thing. It is very small. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. That is not too bad. But like I said, I cannot see the screen while I'm actually doing it. There you go. I'm not the screen on the multimeter, the screen on the thing. It's like I need two computers to do this. This schematic's going to be actually quite hard to look at, and I'm assuming this is pin. The one I've broken off, if I'm right, then connects to pin 9 on the left one. Well, that's going to be quite hard to measure that. Is that right? Getting nothing there. Have I got this right? No, it's pin 10. No? What? Maybe this schematic doesn't... I don't understand it. It's... Maybe this is the pin that doesn't work, the one I snapped off. Nothing. Seriously? Seriously nothing. What? That is bonkers. Actually, let me just pop. I can pop the chat out from YouTube, and I can see you both at the same time. Then it's like I need more computing power. Right. I can't see if I'm streaming though. I can't see the screen. So there you go. Apparently this. Maybe I've got the wrong one. Where's pin 1 on this? Is it marked? I need my magnifying goggles as well. Maybe the one I've broken off is the one that doesn't work. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Has it got like a pin 1 marker? No. This has got to be connected to something. Come on. None of those. None of these. None of these. Is it down here? What? It's connected to nothing. What? I can see a trace going off it there. Agent Black had such an out of memory recently. MOS chips were the culprit. This one, no, this one's definitely this because it's it just does it in a that Commodore 64 that I've got. I've just had out there totally works until you put this in it. It's definitely this. Aging back one up. Oh, the RAM chip conundrum. Yeah. Oh, out of memory 0. Yeah, that is what mine's doing. The PLA is doing that. Except, according to this, I'm not understanding the schematic for it. Or that pin that I've broken off actually isn't connected to anything. Well, let's just see. I think... Is pin 2 supposed to be connected? Pin 2 on here is supposed to be connected to... Oh, yeah. That is connected to there. Do you know what? I think the pin that I've broken off is actually the one that isn't actually connected because it's not working. Oh, no, it is. There it is. It is connected. I'm just not getting through the oxidization on there. Right, okay, we're getting somewhere. So, pin 1 is good. God. Pin 1's good. Right, I can test these now. I know what I'm doing. Right. Pin 2 is connected to... This is going to be boring. Pin 2. Right, pin 2's alright. This is going to be slightly boring. But it's worth seeing if they've soldered it up right, I think. Pin 3, where's that going? Oh no, this is actually hard to do though. Because it's like, pin 3 is connected to one of the ones around here. How am I supposed to do that? Oh, I can actually do it on the bottom, can't I? Pin 3 is connected to... Oh, this is going to be difficult for me. Pin 18 on the left one. It's one of these. I think that's 18. Should be that one. Am I getting this right? Oh no, wrong side. This one. No. Maybe I'm reading the schematic wrong. It's going to pin 18 on the left one, which is 7 down. Wow, this could be tedious. Do you think this is worth doing? This one. Nothing. Yeah? Is it connected to anything? No. What? It's definitely connected to that. Pin 3. Yeah, it's pin 18 on the left one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And it's also connected to... Oh, on the right one as well. Oh, so actually these are all connected symmetrically, are they maybe? That I didn't know. So when I said pin 1 is connected to pin 10 on the left chip, it's also connected to... Oh, pin 9 on the right chip. Oh, that's confusing. Oh my word. I mean, should I just take this apart? It's going to take me like hours to test it. Because that one is connected to... Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? That one. There we go. And on the other one, it's pin 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there we go. So that definitely worked. Maybe I've already found the problem though, because maybe this third chip is dodgy. Third pin. So pin 2 is going to 2. That's going to there. Yeah. And it also goes to where the hell? I don't know if you're looking at the schematic for this gal PLA. It goes to pin 2 on the other one as well. This goes to here. Right. Pin 1 and 2 are connected. Fact. It's a fact. But pin 3... is eluding me. Pin 3. Oh, am I checking the wrong side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pin 3. I was on the wrong side, I think. There it is. That's that one. Oh, this is just tedious. Should I do it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that one. Yeah, I've tested 3 pins. 3 pins are alright. What do you reckon? Do you want to see me test all the pins, or shall I just take it apart? I suspect that they've not programmed the chips properly, but you just don't know. I mean, I could test them. Can you replace the pins? I can, but I already know this doesn't work. I broke the pin after it didn't work. So I could, actually, you can't replace all the pins without taking the chip off anyway. So I'm going to have to take the chip off anyway to do it, which is a bit annoying. I mean, I could maybe snip that pin off and put a new one in. I can actually get to that one. Down here, I can actually get to that one. But, I don't know, maybe I'll get more light on this. Get more light. I don't know. I mean, there might be an easy way to test this. Is that every one of these pins should really connect to, like the 4th pin here, should connect to probably something on this one. Maybe something down here. Yeah, there you go. That one, and it's going to connect to something on this one as well. Yeah, oh, that one. So that'd be a quicker way of testing it. They're going to connect to 2 chips, aren't they? It's going to be like something on here, maybe. That's got nothing. And something on here. Maybe that one only connects to one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have a look. Yeah, pin 5 only connects to 1 chip. You think it could be programmed? Yeah, I can reprogram these chips. Or maybe they've not been programmed correctly. I could read them out and find out if they've been programmed. I think it could be a program issue. I don't know, or it could be that they just wired it up wrong. It's really hard to tell. I just thought it'd be worth maybe checking all the pins to see what they've done, but it doesn't look really bad. So I don't know. Shall I just take? I'm just going to take it apart. Just testing all these pins is kind of pointless, I think, because I'm going to end up resoldering every single joint. So that's a bit annoying. Let's just take it apart. That means I don't need the paper. I can hear loud cars outside. But I also can't show you it not working, which is annoying. Right, I'm going to use this desoldering station, and it does make a bit of a noise. Well, it's not a huge noise. I've also got to plug it in. I can't. I've got like a little solder sucker thing. I did mention this in the last video, and it's damn near impossible. I've never managed to get it to work. So, soldering station it is. Right, if I can find the plug for it. I think it's this one. Yes! Scored. It's a score. This might be overkill using a desoldering station for this, but I have to try and not burn myself. Don't want to burn myself live on stream. I don't want to burn myself at all, let alone live on stream. It's where you get to have a drink while it's heating up. I can't even get myself on the camera. I can get my tea on the camera and that's it. I don't know if people are going to be interested in watching this kind of stream or not. It's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit weird. But hey, it's different. Doing something different. The soldering station is up to 200. It takes a while to heat up this thing. I also need to find the thing to clean it, because if you don't clean it, you're in trouble. That'll be the whole stream, me trying to clean up this thing. Yeah, this thing's very important for these desoldering stations. If it gets blocked, you are knackered. You're done. That's your evening ruined as you try and unblock it. But yeah, these will be so much better. I don't know if they'll damage the socket. Maybe a little bit. Sockets are reasonably easy to replace though, so I don't know. I think they probably just wouldn't work if you put a normal PLA back in, but if you use these first. But I mean, there aren't any normal PLAs that work anymore, so who cares? Well, there may be some somewhere in the world, but I don't know where they are. Right. I might put some flux on this because it seems to help. This stuff's absolutely horrible though, so you want to use the minimum amount possible. Come on, I mean, is it blocked? This is going to make a right stink. Oh, it smells. I'm going to have to go wash this in the sink or something afterwards. Right, this is going to make a noise, so you're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to deal with it. Don't know how loud it's going to be on. Oh no, it's not clipping the mic or anything. I don't know much about soldering and the hardware engineering side at all. Neither do I. I only like recently taught myself to solder, but the actual electronics part, I hardly know anything about it. This is more like, it's more like the mechanical part of it, isn't it? The soldering. Like kids can do it and stuff, can't they? Basically, kids can do it. Which one will I go for first? This one maybe. I'm going to melt these pins probably. Oh, that's working. It was working. This might be a nightmare doing this. Can you even see what I'm doing? Is it too... I can't zoom in because it's a GoPro. It doesn't have a zoom. See if I can zoom in on this camera. Zoom! You're not going to see. I don't know which camera is going to be better for you. The overhead one or this one. I've got sticky flux on my fingers now. I don't know if this one's going to be better. It's really hard doing this, like... I've never done a live streaming soldering before. It's hard enough doing it on camera. You have to breathe out when you're doing it. You need something to grab it, like tongs or something. Probably do, yeah, to stop myself getting covered in sticky flux. You can't actually see what I'm doing though, can you? That's the problem. I've actually... where is it? I've removed some of the solder there. You probably can't see what I've done. Can't believe I've just got to completely disassemble it. That pin's not free. That pin doesn't want to come out. I'll go to the overhead view again. This is where you've got to put some fresh solder on, really, because it just doesn't work. Ooh, I've covered myself in flux. Need a fan. It's really bad. Can't see what I'm doing there. I think I've got some more solder on. The GoPro's going to be covered in flux soon. Wiggle the head of the sucker around the pin. I don't like doing that though, because it does like scratch the board up. But I used to do that. But if you look at one of my Amigas, it does actually like... Oh, there you go. Maybe sometimes you just have to do it. I did scratch the board up on my Amiga 600, I think. I'll wiggle it. I mean, what is this board? It's not the most precious thing in the world, is it? Well, that's one side done. How tedious is that? I'm going to clean this thing now already. Before I go any further. Because if it gets blocked, it's going to ruin my day. Maybe I have got some tweezers I can hold it with. Cover those in flux too. Oh, maybe that's better. I am going for the wiggling. The wiggling's working. That one didn't come out. Well, this is tedious, isn't it? And I tell you what, quite sticky too. I am breathing this in. I have got the window open here. Right, I wonder if I can get that chip free. Well, this is a different kind of stream, isn't it? I wonder if these are all free. Bet you they're not. Oh. I'm just trying to wiggle the pins out to get them free, but it's not free yet. No. This is the bit you don't see when I'm doing videos. The tedious bits of just like wiggling pins and doing stuff like this. Well, if you watch Gadget UK, he does a lot of it, but doing it on a live stream, It's pretty bad. This, I wish I hadn't covered this in flux, but maybe it did help. Good evening, anyone who's joined. You're watching me trying to desolder a chip that isn't going to come out. I can see that one's sold. That one's sold then, definitely. How long do you think it's going to take me to get one chip out? I wish they'd have built this right in the first place, and I wish I hadn't snapped a leg. Why can't they socket stuff? Just put the socket on, it's an extra like 10 pence. That one is stuck, I think. I think I've made it worse. Oh, we just bent that one. That's not good. Damn it. Damn it. I need a poker or something. Next week, desoldering to 68,000. I wish it was as exciting as a 68,000. Oh, I've just like totally bent a pin over there. Right, I think I've bent it back. It's just not. It doesn't want to be free, this chip. I've got a Batman. I've got a Batman plaster on my finger because I got my finger. That one's stuck, definitely. Good Lord. I think it's... Is it starting to... No. It's so difficult. I'm sorry if this is going to be the most boring stream ever, but I'm doing it now. That one's stuck. This is the peril of desoldering. The perils of desoldering, it's just horrific. Right, are we coming loose yet? Oh, I think that's what the right hand side's loose. I've made progress. One side is loose. I don't know if you can see it. I've got one side out. My Batman sticker's holding up. Sticker. Plastic, what am I talking about? For anyone who's never seen desoldering before, they'll probably think, why is this so hard? What's he doing? But if you ever tried it, you realise it's harder than it looks. That one's in. I think that's the one I was having trouble with before. I'll get there. Eventually I'll get there. Time progress, yeah. Time to relax and focus. This is the thing. Actually, it's weird. I know this is like not the most exciting live stream, but it is actually quite relaxing. It's just doing a very simple job, and it's just like, it's a little bit tedious, let's put it that way. But I have made progress. I wish I could make some more though. As long as it doesn't give me cramp in my hand, which could happen. Well, let's not snap these. I don't want to break it though, I don't want to break the chip. Oh, is that more progress? What's holding it in on that side? I don't know. What you've got to not be tempted to do is just grab it and rip it out, because that's going to end in tears. I think it's that one. You need some good magnification as well. Let's try that. I think I'm getting somewhere. Has anyone got a stopwatch on me? Oh, come on. It's got a... What? It's still in? You've got to be kidding me. What is holding it in? What's holding you in? I don't know. Just wiggle a few at a time. No. It's time to relax and focus. Well, I'm focused. Is it relaxing though? It feels like that side's free, but it's not coming out. You don't really want to force it. You just don't want to force it. Whoa! Oh, you also don't want to do what I just did there. Which is just scrape all the pins down. No, it's that one there. That's got solder on it, definitely. This one. Next to the 2019. Come on. I need more progress. I cannot believe how stubborn this one wants to be. Oh god, I've actually pulled one side of the chip out now. Well, see you at Christmas. Cannot tell which one's holding it in. It's not that one. I don't think it's that one. It's probably not that one. I think it could be that one there. So you can actually feel... Oh, whoa! Maybe it wasn't in. Oh, there we go. It's one chip. I've got one chip out. Did I damage anything? No. I don't think so. There you go. Progress. Oh, actually, I've just realised you're looking at the stream upside down. You're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to deal with it being upside down. Let's zoom this out as well. So you can get the wide angle down in the corner. Yeah, it's a little bit upside down, but what are you going to do? I'll make a shorter video. With enough practice, you can use the sucker to place the pin in the middle of the hole. Even a tiny amount of tin can hold pins. Yeah, it can. It can. But there you go. I don't like rubbing the pin around. I certainly wouldn't do it on... I did it on my Amiga, and I won't do it anymore because it just kind of like messes the board up. So I try and avoid doing that now. I'll do it on this one because, like I said, if this board gets messed up... it's just not got the... It's not got the solder off on that one. That's going to be a problem. If we can get some more solder back on that one. Yeah, I grabbed on the chip on the back and the legs went... Desoldering's got to be... It's just a horrible job, isn't it? Better face facts, it's just a horrible job. Lathered it all in flux. Oof, that's one side desoldered. I'm going to reset my router again. Are we back or not? I'm back. Hopefully I'm back. I don't know if it's reconnected. I don't know what's going on with my router. It's turned into a piece of rubbish. It's turned into a piece of rubbish overnight. But yeah, I think the thing about desoldering is it's just about taking your time. Because like you can see how frustrating it is, but if you just go, I'm just going to pull it off, well, that's it, you're done. You just wasted all your previous time because you will just rip the trace off. It's pretty much guaranteed. So hopefully I'm back for a while until the router decides it's going to go funny again. I wonder why I just started doing this recently in my router with all this stuff. Right, I'm going to go for another row. I got one row off there. Right, I wonder how we've done that. Desoldered every pin. Let's try and get this thing in. Give this a clean before I go any further. Let's see how we did. I've got the same desoldering iron, and I find that I have to clean the barrel after every session, otherwise it clogs. Yeah, I had it clogged like once in a session, and it's just a nightmare. You basically really need to just clean it all the time. Is your best bet. So yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. It works though. When it works, it works. Let's try and free some of these pins. Oh, feels like it's moving already. Oh! I think there's one. Is the one still connected? Oh, I think that one's out. Ah, that's out! It's a win! And have I damaged anything? No. Have they soldered it all in? Yes. Woo! Well, there we go. Finally got the blinking pins out. I think I need to go and give this a clean. I think looks like they've soldered every pin then on this one. Let me I'll just give this one more. I'm going to clean it again, and then I'll turn it off. Don't think I'll need. Oh no, I might need this again in a minute. Oh, I've probably got to desolder these pins as well, haven't I? Oh god. Should I desolder the pins now? I might as well just disassemble the whole thing now. More tedious desoldering. Let's put some more flux on it. I think the flux really helps. I only started doing this recently and I found out that if you just dump a bit of flux on when you're doing the desoldering, it really does help. It also makes a right mess, but this board's already made a mess of it anyway with all the flux, so I'm going to take it and clean it in the sink in a minute. Oh, that's too much flux. Well, you can never have too much. But hey. Here we go. This is where my lungs get done in. Got the gals out though. Don't think I'm putting enough pressure on. I can probably do this from up above like that. I think the GoPro might be in the way. He's just seeing the back of the desoldering station. It's making a weird noise. Oh, that one didn't come out. That one definitely didn't come out. I'll do it this way so you can see it a bit better. Oh, is this blocked? I feel like I've blocked it. Oh no. I think it was blocked though. God, these might be harder to desolder than the chips. I suppose I can cut these up. Ow, that's still hot. Oh yeah, there's so much solder in all these. This is still completely soldered in. It's going to need more solder to get some of these off now. Just resolder them and give it another go. Can't believe I'm resoldering them all. These ones are just not desoldered. And that one. It's pretty much all of them. I'm not breathing while I'm doing that. Pin headers, they are thicker than IC legs. Mr. Stop, what's the problem with it? The problem with it is you plug it in and it says out of memory error, so I think the chips are programmed badly. But also, when I was plugging it out, unplugging it, I snapped a leg off as well. So, unfortunately, it's a double whammy. The legs are broken, and probably one of the chips is broken. Once I've got it all desoldered, I can clean it up, and then hopefully we can put it all back together and have it working. Maybe. Although these actual legs are harder to desolder than I thought. I might have to cut them up. To cut these things up. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to break the board doing this. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah, I'm just bending them. That's not good. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's try that. Can I get those three out? Yep, how annoying. I don't know why they didn't socket the chips. It would have been... Oops, that's the wrong end I'm doing there. Why didn't they just socket them? I mean, they're trying to save a few pennies. It's really bad. Wow, they really are holding in. They are really, really holding in. These pins are really hard to get out. I didn't realise that. Let's try cutting one off. Okay. It's definitely free, that, but... Oh! That one's disintegrated. What about the next... Oh, this is going to be tedious. Oh no, it's going to make a right mess. We have to do like one pin at a time. Don't want to really yank it out unless... Oh well, I'm sorry, I didn't know the pins were going to be the hard bit. Ow, that's a hot pin now. Yeah, double check the desolder iron in case it's clogged. Yeah, it could be. I think it's alright. I think these are just actually hard to yeah, I don't think that's clogged. I think these are actually just got quite a lot of metal in them. So I'll probably just have to desolder one like that. Yeah, I can see the solder underneath. It's just not getting it all. I think it's because there's so many pins that the next pin along is sucking all the heat away, maybe. Oh. Oh, that's tedious. I'm really sorry. They're coming out though. They are coming out one at a time. Oh, that one fell out. Oh, this is just ridiculous. Well, I'm getting through it. Look, I don't know if you can see that. I've got half of it out. I suppose the more I get out, the easier it gets because there's less thermal mass to suck away the heat. But I'm just... it looks like I'm absolutely massacring it. I suppose I am a little bit. I'm doing a little bit of massacring here. It's all in the name of science. All in the name of science. Didn't know this was going to be such a messy stream. Oh dear, it's so funny. You just don't know how sticky all this stuff is. I've got another row of this to do. That one just wants to stay in. Blimey. Demolition derby in progress. Need a vice and a hot air gun. I've got a hot air gun. Normally I have to remove the glass case. Shift the stick from the... What? Oh, that. Yeah, removing that glass case is really hard as well. Into the hot roller so it melts and you can pull it out. Yeah, I had it like clogged. It took me about an hour once. It was insane. Yeah. The best thing is just never let them get clogged. That's the best way. I could do this with hot air, but I think I've worked it out now, so... Right. Oh, that bit came out. I wonder if this eBay seller thinks of me just like... Oh, that just fell out. There we go. Just destroying their board. It would have been just easy for me to order the PCBs. Right, that's one side of the pins free. I didn't know that was going to be so hard, the pins. Really difficult. Getting this thing in here is also difficult if you've got shaky hands. Yeah, I have to cut every single pin. Yeah, you're right. Slow and steady, yeah, with a bit of massacring. Yeah, it's how it works. It's like, yeah, you've got to go really slow, and sometimes you have to like completely destroy it. But yeah, that is a thing. So I think, yeah, snipping is the way. It does bend it a little when you snip, but I think it's just bending the pin. So maybe I can snip them all like this. Perhaps this is the way, like Mandalorian. I've got Baby Yoda on my... You can't see my goggles at the moment, but I've got Baby Yoda on my goggles. There's the broken pin. Right. Hopefully I've not... Ooh, I am bending them a lot there doing that. Hopefully I've not destroyed anything. Right, let's see if this is any easier. See, it's wiggling. Get out. Go on. There we go. He's fallen out. Oh, this might be the way forward. Says as he burns his hand. Come on, I'm getting there. Ouch! I'm burning. There we go. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. It's a lot of work for a little gal PLA. I could have made all these by the time. Like I've ended up with so many. I wish I'd have just got the boards. Come on, get out. That pin doesn't want to come out. Why not? Oh, there we go. Oh, is that one? That one's got a lot of solder in it. Come on. Jeez. I think there's a lot of solder in those ones. Oh no, maybe not. No, they're just falling out. Nearly there. Buy me. Scrapyard challenge. You could try to pull the pins out with the other side using the socket. I could do if I had more hands. Or also if they weren't red hot yet. Most of them are falling out, but it's not always working like that. I do need to try and pull them a bit though. Oh, that one fell out. And that one. Jeez. Are we there yet? Anyone who's not seen soldering before is looking at this going, what is he doing? Why is this so hard? And you've just got to... Ow, that's hot. You've got to try it for yourself. You've just got to try it and then you'll see the problems. It's like a really... Come on. That one wants to hold in for some reason. It's the last pin. Come on, last pin. Don't let me down. Well, it looks like it's free. What's wrong with that one? Let's not rip a trace on the last pin. What's wrong with you? Come on. The last pin doesn't want to come out. Come on, you can do it. Oh, did it just fall out? No. What's holding that in? Oh, nothing. Oh my word, it's done. It's disassembled. What a mess. What an absolute mess. What an absolute mess I made there. That is insane. It's an absolute mess. Oh, I'm getting flux all over the camera. There you go. There's the devastation that just came out of that. Jeez. I don't think I damaged anything though. This looks sticky, but it's alright. It's absolutely alright. Right, let's try and clean up some of this mess now. Let me clean this thing and turn it off. And then you don't have to listen to it anymore. Woohoo! That is good. Oh, let's zoom out again. I like Chris Edwards when I'm doing this zooming thing with his squeaky camera. Right. Off you go. Oh, that's better. It's so noisy. That is so much better without that thing on. Right, let me get rid of this. I think I've got something to clean this up with. That was a disaster. Well, I didn't know this was going to take so long, to be honest. I thought this would be really quick. But it is what it is. It's... Do you mind the camera being upside down? I kind of forgot that would happen on here. I suppose it's the way it is. It's the way it is. Let me get some IPA. Let's clean this flux off the board, off the table. The spoils of war, it totally is. Spoils of war is, this is the bit you don't see on my videos. Doing loads of cleaning up and horrible stuff like this. It's just like lots of, I mean, sometimes you see it. It's bits of cleaning and stuff, but not always. This is going to come out a treat though. Where's my little scrubber? It turns out unmaking things takes a lot longer than making things. That's the problem. By the way, if you watch Jan Beater, he's got all like the flux marks all over his desk. I'm trying to avoid that. Just getting flux marks all over your anti-static mat. Right, I thought I was going to have to wash that in the sink, but actually, I think that's all right. That looks brand new now. I can't. Oh, actually, you know what? I've got a macro lens for the. How close do I have to be with the macro lens? I have got a macro lens for the GoPro. Shall I try it? Let me just wash my hands because they're covered in flux. I'm just going to wash my hands. Where's the macro lens? That's what I want. Right, let's see if this makes it any better. Yeah, I got one of these off, I don't know, actually don't know where I got it from. Did I get it off, I didn't get it off eBay. People make like a macro lens for the GoPro. It's just like you take the waterproof cover off and you just put this on instead. And you get a macro lens, but I might have to get really close with it. Let's have a go. I'm going to take the waterproof cover off. Whoop. So that's just like a piece of glass. That's not a lens, that just covers the GoPro and it's got a waterproof gasket on it. So, if I put this on, you're totally out of focus now, but I think I can get really close. Should have done this before. Hang on. How's that? Is that in focus? How are we doing? I think I can get really close with this now. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at my Batman sticker. Is that in focus there? I can't tell on this tiny screen. Nice. I've got a nice. I think that's better. It might be in my way when I'm soldering, but hey, we'll deal with that. This is the other thing about filming. You have to realise about, like, you can see, like, you can see on the other camera there, there's just, like, stuff in your way all the time, and it's the camera generally. Cool. Right, these things can get cleaned up too, I think. And then in a minute, I can read them out and find out if there's something bad about them. In fact, what I can do now, I could just put these in the Commodore 64 that I've got, that's got the working Gal PLA in it. And I could swap these chips out in there and see what it does. Then we'd actually have something to look at. That'd be nice. So there you go. I wonder if they've been programmed correctly or not. Or if all this was just for that. For literally that. There you go. That's what I've done. All I've done. How long has it taken me to separate those? An hour, is it, or something? Is it more than an hour? It's like an hour and a half or something. I did do a bit of messing about at the start. It's taking so long. My tea's gone cold. That's what's happened. How long before the router starts going wrong? That's what we want to know. Have a drink of water now. So if I'm going to put these sockets in, can't do that until you've soldered the pins first. You can solder the pins first, I think. Never actually assembled one of these because never actually had just a board on its own. I've got one now though. So yeah, I think those, you got to solder the pins, these things, then solder the sockets on, and then we're good. I could reassemble this now actually, because it's just pins and sockets. That's all it is. That is all it is. Let me have a look if these sockets actually work. Oh, that's a lot nicer now, isn't it, without all the flux all over it? That's great. I'm trying to get these sockets out. You can't see me doing it, but I'm struggling. Right, here we go. Socket. Why did you not put the sockets in? Yeah, let's reassemble. I'll just reassemble this because there's no parts really. It's just sockets. It's just sockets. The reason I bought this PLA is because I'm just going to put it in the board that you saw before. I'm going to do that, test out the arm SID and stuff like that. I'm not going to do it on the stream, but I'm going to test it out on a video. And I just wanted another, like, just one of these to put in the board. Do these fit? Do they fit? Oh, I've already bent a pin on this one. Let's not go down that road again. Let's not go down the bent pin road. Right, that is the right size socket. So yeah, so you've got to solder those pin headers first. and then stick 2 of these on. That is excellent. That'll be much better. And then these things can go back. And then I can show you it not working, actually. We can do that. We'll just basically put it all back together. Oh, wow. What a complete waste of time this has been. Right, how many of these do I need? Oh, this is the bit I don't really know how to do, because I've got to put these in and I've got to get them kind of straight. So that's a thing. I don't know if you can really see what can you see what I'm doing here? Do you need more light? It's quite hard to tell what I'm doing, isn't it? Let's get more light. How's that? So it's this one. These pins are definitely more sturdy. They're going to go in. And if these aren't the right pins, it ends here. The stream ends here, kind of. Looks like they are correct, but there's something blocking it. Something blocking it from going in. Which one is it? This one go in, probably. No. Something's, oh, it's one of these needs some of the solder getting out of these holes. Oh, right, okay. So it's not as simple as we thought. It's just not as simple. But I don't have to use the desoldering station anymore. That's the good news. That is the good news. Right, I need some solder wick. This stuff. Oh, I might have to put more flux on it. I should have cleaned these holes out before I... Oh yeah, I can see there's some down there that have... There's one there, and there's a few here that just need cleaning. Are we still streaming? Is everybody watching, or are they have they fallen asleep looking at me desoldering stuff? That's the question. I wonder if I can do this without the... I'm going to have to put more flux on, unfortunately. It's going to have to be more flux. And I just clean the flux off. Oh, I'm getting it everywhere. Cool. And you can see better as well now, I think. I'm just getting the solder out of these holes, if I can. I might have to put more solder in those holes to do it. How have we done? Let me just have a look. Oh, that's better. And I think there's one over here. There's just one that needs fixing. One or two, maybe. I've covered it in flux again. And myself. I thought we were done with flux. Sorry. Until we started resoldering, anyway. I think it's that one. Right, have we got them all? I think we got them all. I think you're supposed to, I always put a bit of solder on the tip just before I put this thing away and then scrape it off. It's supposed to keep the tip in good condition. Right, clean up the flux again. Cleaning up the flux again. This has been a weird stream. You know, I'm playing video games, but this time I'm working on a tiny little board. I thought this was going to be so easy though, but it's just not been. Hopefully I've not busted this. Oh, is there solder in those holes there? Oh, there is. There's more. There's two more here that have got solder in. Damn. Just turn the soldering iron off. Thought, yeah, I won't need that now. Where is it? Which ones were they? Actually, let me just check with this. If these go in, it's good. Yeah, that goes in there. Oh, no, no. Which one is it? It's literally... Which hole is it? It's one of these, not that. No. I just saw it before and I've lost it. I think if you get a poker, you can probably get it out with a poker. Got to go for more magnification. I can't tell which one's not got the... It looks really good. I'm sure I just saw one that had solder in it though. Hang on a minute. Oh no, it's alright I think. No, it's alright. That's alright. Blimey. Should have called this the sticky stream. Because it is super sticky. Right. Get all this flux up. It just gets everywhere, the flux. It's liquid flux. I know you can get no clean flux, but I tried it. I didn't have much luck with it. This actual rosin flux is way better. Also way stickier. Right, here we are then. So, this is the bit I'm not totally sure about. Back to the bit I'm not totally sure about. Stick these in here. Oh, you just got to get them like really straight. There you go. So that goes in there. You solder that in. You solder another one in the other side. And then you're good. I think that looks pretty straight actually. So I've got to cut it off at the right place. Which is, can I break this off? Oh, I don't know how to do this. Got to cut it off there. Trying to do it on the GoPro. Can't get this thing out now. Oh, did I cut one too many? I did. Whoops. Cut one too many. Whoops. It's turning into the desoldering again, isn't it? Right. That's one. Right, I've got to cut this right because this is my last strip of these. Let's not do it wrong. I'm going to mark it with a pen. I'm going to get it wrong. I don't think I've got another one of these, so if I cut it wrong, I'm done. Hey, there we go. Look, we're almost back to where we were. Almost back into turning it back into what it was. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, don't need that. What does everybody think about repair streams then? Is this a thing? You don't see many of these, do you? Do people do this a lot? I wonder what the best way to get this straight is. Should I put it in a socket? I wonder if I've got a socket that it fits in. I might not have a socket. Oh, hang on. I've got these sockets. They're not the right size, but that shouldn't matter. I could just put it in one of these. Oh, maybe they do. Are these too narrow? Oh no, that's what we want. Only trouble is I need to make sure I don't accidentally solder it into the socket. I'll just put it in lightly. I think like that will do it. Yeah, I've just balanced it in. There we go. So all I've got to do is give that a bit of solder now. I think. More flux for the win. Flux for the win. Oh, it's not holding down very well. Hang on. Well, right, I think that's... Is that right? Yeah, that looks right. So that just needs the rest of the pin soldering. And then we're good. I'll put the socket away now. We're doing it. We are doing it. I'm just checking to see if anyone's still watching. Everyone's really quiet. Super quiet. Which isn't what it's normally like on the stream. People are normally shouting at the screen going, "What are you doing? You're an idiot." Right, more flux for the win. Because you probably do this without flux, but because I've cleaned it all, but I don't know, put it on anyway. Right. You can really see the solder just zap onto it when with all this flux on there. Even the tiny amount of solder that's left on the soldering iron is just soldering that pin. The flux is just amazing stuff. Right, I think that's all the pins. I'll just give it a clean, another clean. And then we'll check to see if we've check to see if I've soldered them correctly. Oh. Right, that's looking a lot better. If this doesn't work at the end, this is like 2 hours of my life I can't get back. It's 2 hours of my life I can't get back. Right. Sockets. Let's put the sockets in the correct way. Oh, actually, let me just have a quick examination of this. Make sure I've done it right. There's a little bit of solder on that, but it looks all right. I like the look of it. It's all good. I'm going to say it's all good. Right, sockets. Let's put the sockets in the correct. Oh, there's going to be a lot of soldering for the sockets as well. This board's got quite a lot of pins to solder on. Where's my little bit of blue tack? Again, let's put this one on the right way as well. More flux. Sorry, I just reset my router. Yep, it is buffering. Are we back though? Here's my hand. Are we back? Look, there's my Batman. There's my Batman plaster. I don't know what's going on with my router. It's a mess. What's not a mess though is this thing. We are back. Cool. I'm just about to solder. If you didn't see it, I just put the sockets on the other side of this. So I'm just going to solder those now. If I can. Right, that's 4 corners tacked on. This is why you need the glow-in-the-dark unicorn to keep the blue tack on so that you can use it when you're doing your sockets. Everybody needs glow-in-the-dark unicorns. Right, the sockets are... they are fine. I think. Is that one on a little bit wonky? I don't know. Maybe it won't go in anymore because of the pins underneath. Oh no, that will go in more. Blue tack didn't help. Right. I can solder those on now. I am putting just a ton of flux on here because it's great. And I'm already sticky with it, so what the hell. Right. Soldering. I'm holding my breath while I'm doing that. It's actually quite hard to solder these ones in the middle. Do you think you'd be putting a 10-hour relax and focus soldering video online? I wonder if people would find this relaxing. I find it quite relaxing, just it's not incredibly hard. It's not good for your lungs though. You need a fan. We are nearly there. It might be right. Average viewing is 27.5 minutes. Oh, wow. So is that how long people need to relax? 27.5 minutes. Is that how long they need before they fall asleep and YouTube turns it off? Anyway, it's, I think, soldered back together. I'll just clean it up and we'll see if it's done. See if we've relaxed and focused. Do you miss your old gauntlet name? I typically queue up a vid before going to bed. how to use it, so I don't know. I guess I get feedback. I don't really do that kind of thing with those relax and focus videos. I don't know. I find if you want to relax, you should just turn everything off. Sit in a dark room and do nothing. Which is, I suppose, what meditation is, but it's also called just relaxing. But maybe if you're in a noisy environment where you can't get away from, there's got noisy neighbours or cars going past, maybe it'll help distract you from those things. Oops, have I sprayed the camera lens? I'm going to give this a lot of flux, IPA just to get all the crap off it. I might just go give this... should I? No, I won't scrub it in the sink because I'm going to put it in now and it's going to be, it'll be wet. It does help to get all the flux off these pins and stuff, because I remember that Amiga, was it Amiga 600 there, where all the flux stopped? I'm sure it was stopping the keyboard connector from working. There we go, that's what it should have looked like in the first place. Did I put the sockets on the right way? I think so. I think I did. Whee! Right. I've done it. I've finally done it. And these, yeah, these go back in. How cool is that? I've got a chip straightener somewhere. Can we work on these? Where have I put my chip straightener? Gauntlet was nice, but you could never find it amongst many others. Yeah, that's true. Flux protects the board, I imagine, during soldering. Flux helps the solder bind to the metal. I think it basically cleans the metal on both ends and helps the solder to bind. So if you don't have any flux, sometimes it can be quite hard to get the solder to bite onto the actual onto the pads or onto the metal or whatever. So the flux just helps, like, cleans it, and then it just immediately binds. It does something with the electrons on there or something. So that is why you need it. There's flux in the solder. Like, if you look in here, you can see, like, the picture on here with the little holes like that. Hold it around that way. That's the multi-core is the flux inside the solder. So there's actually flux in the solder as well, but, a little more never hurt. And if you've burned off the flux with the soldering iron, then just having more can really help it go on. I think I've done an alright job there. It's looking alright. There's always the possibility this board never worked in the first place, but I've just rebuilt it. But hey, if I put these back in now, we should just get out of memory error 0. I've just rebuilt it, except I've socketed them. That's all I've really done. And I've got stronger pins that aren't going to snap. Well, they might break the board, but they won't snap. So, I'm just going to go wash my hands because they are covered in flux. You should wash your hands after soldering anyway. That's apparently because you can have all sorts of chemicals on your hands. Right. Straighten this one. How do I straighten this with this thing here? Has I got nearly bent it then. That one. There we go. Can't believe they soldered these in. Let's just put a little bit of contact cleaner in there as well. Why not? Apparently it's non-conductive. Non-conductive. So you're fine to turn your computer on with this covered in it, but who knows? Who knows? So yeah, you say hope it works. It, in theory, it won't work. It should just do exactly what it did before because it was already broken. I think, well, it might work. If it does work, I've fixed it. But the chances are that this doesn't work. Have I put this in the right way? Nope. About to put that in the wrong way. Yeah. So if it does work, there was a problem on this board that was stopping it. And if it doesn't, these chips have been programmed wrong. Or they're just bad chips, maybe. That could be it. Oh, I've just about putting this in the wrong way again. What am I doing here? This way. Is that going in? Right, that is in. Just gonna, I think it's still a bit sticky. Still a little bit sticky, that should get rid of it. Oh, that cut on my finger, I think I've just got the contact cleaner in it. That really hurts. That really does hurt. Right, and now the cleaning up. I'll be with you in a minute. I'm going to put this in the computer in a minute and watch it go out of memory error 0. Right, we are getting somewhere. Right, I can have my camera back now. Except it's got a macro lens on it, so I'm going to be out of focus. Wow, it's hot, this camera. That is hot. Way, I'm back. I am back. And this light actually usually points at the wall at the back. There you go. I might out of focus from the macro lens. Yeah, early PCs had a lot soldered on, and now we're like phones and stuff. Like everything's soldered in phones, isn't it? Because of the just because of the way they work now, they can't have sockets take up room, don't they? Right, I'm going to take this lens off. Hang on. Whoop. Whoa. Spilt rubbish everywhere. It's hard doing this stuff on stream. It's like you got to try and do it, but get it on the camera as well. It's actually quite difficult. I think Dave Jones has said that before when he's talking about soldering. He's like, just try it on camera. It's like totally different. It's like totally is. Which lens do I want? This one. So we got to put. Got to put the GoPro's lens back on. Oh, there we go. Right, you're back. Well, you were back before actually. That's just a lens cover. Right, we can get a Commodore 64 out now. Finally. Finally we can do it. And weirdly, it's already got a GAL PLA in it. It's just got one that I've repaired. I've got to make sure there's no shards of metal on down here. There's one. Make sure there's no little shards of metal. Here we go. Right, so I'll plug it in with this one, which is a known good one. And then we'll see if we get our out of memory error on this one. Let me go to the... let me switch to the screen. The screen of power. You ever experienced channel grow then stop suddenly? I imagine they promote you for periods and I'm not sure. I think one of the things YouTube has done is I'm sure you get a boost once you get to 1,000 subscribers. I think my channel was just more popular. Once it got to 1,000, it was suddenly more popular. I think you do get a boost at 1,000. I don't know why it's 1,000. It might be one at 2,000. It would make sense that somebody would do something like that and go, oh yeah, you've got 1,000 subscribers. Well, we'll give you more promotion. Right, here we go. This is just a Commodore 64. Let me zoom in on it. This is just a Commodore 64. This fully works. It's got a nano Swinsid in it. And it should just boot. You get a ping because it's... yeah, so that's fine. That's totally fine. Right. Where's my chip puller? So I'm going to take this known good PLA out. Well, it's a GAL PLA. I'm going to take it out. This is the one I fixed, isn't it, in the previous... Right, got to be careful not to bend these pins. Oh, it's so stuck. Right, that is fine. Everything's fine. Right, I'm going to put this one back in. This is the one I have just soldered. And I think if it gives me a black screen, that's bad. If it gives me out of memory error in 0, then that is kind of what we expected. It's still a bit sticky from the flux. Right. If it's fixed, then it was soldered up badly. So here we go. You ready? It's a black screen. It's a complete black screen. That's even worse than before. That's not good. Never got it in right. Yep. It's total black screen. I wonder if I've just damaged the socket on this board. Let's try the other one back in again. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, wait a minute. I have actually got the chip in backwards. I wonder if I've just fried it. Oh, damn. I went to all the effort of not putting this in backwards, and then I put it in backwards. Idiot. I've put the chip in backwards. It's a classic blunder. Hopefully I've not fried that chip. I was looking at it going, am I putting this in backwards? And then I actually did it. Right, here we go. Right, let's try that again. Here we go. Out of memory in 0. There you go, that's exactly what it did before. Right, apart from the blunder of putting the chip in backwards. Yeah, it's even got a corrupt screen. I thought it looked like it was in the other way. I don't know enough about it to come on. Yeah, I put that chip in the wrong way. Anyway, so nothing's changed on that. So basically, this just got bad chips in it. It's just they're not programmed correctly. So, but I've now rebuilt it to the point where I can actually just change it. If they did just put the socket in, I could have just taken it out and programmed it. It's bonkers. All right, I'll try swapping it with this one maybe. Let's do that. I might write on this one, just so I know what's what. I've written L and R on that one. Right, I've got a funny feeling. This one that's on the right, the left one's got L marked on it and the right one's got nothing marked on it. I'm wondering if they just didn't program the right hand side one and then sent it out anyway. Yep. So let's swap this right hand side one out. Let's see what we get. It wants to pop out of this socket, this one. Right, here we go. Let's pull this one. Can't quite see what I'm doing, but I'm pulling the right chip out of this good one. Oh, come on. I can't get it out. Oh, I might even just bust a good one doing this now. Let's do it with a screwdriver. Oh. There we go. The chip puller's not really working on that. Right, here we go. So we're putting in a different right one. Let's see if it's that. Could be the right one, because the right one does less, I think. So here we go. Right hand side. You ready? Nope. This is so stupid. Right, let's try the left one. Let's take the left one out. Let's take the left good one out. This one. Oh, do you know what? Maybe there is a problem with the board. I've not actually ruled that out. So these are definitely good chips. Maybe this board's got a problem. Find out in a second. Right. Here we go. So these are two known good GAL PLAs going in the board that I just built. And it works. Oh dear, oh dear. So I wonder if I wonder if the right one works. Let's try that. Let's just try the right one. Maybe that's the one that needs programming. Yeah. Dropped it. Right. So this is, I've replaced the left one and it's the right one that came with it. So it works. Pretty much works. Let's have a look. So that left chip's bad. That left chip is bad. So that was the problem. This thing is either bad or has been programmed incorrectly. So that was it. But they just didn't socket it. So I couldn't fix it. So I've had to do all that work because they wanted to save 10 pence on that PLA. That is unbelievable. So yeah, and it might need programming again, or maybe it's just bad. Oh dear. All that work for that. All that work for this one chip that they either forgot to program or it is just something wrong with it. Unbelievable. But that's it. It's in a place now where I'm not going to program it on the stream now, but yeah, I could get the programmer out and reprogram that, or just I've got a replacement that I could program and get it working. But yeah, that totally works. That totally works. Oops. So let's just put this half of this one back together. Nearly put it in the wrong way again. Unbelievable. That much work. That's how much work they created by putting in cheap pins and then also just not... In fact, I only broke it because of the socket. I wouldn't have needed to take it out. God damn. So yeah, that is progress. It's basically fixed. I'll just get a new chip and program it, and it's basically fixed. So the actual unit's fine, but it probably was before. They probably soldered it together fine. But they just didn't put sockets in, so I've put sockets in it. So I don't know, you should leave negative feedback for that, because, I don't know. The picture they showed when they sold it has got sockets on as well. So I think that's a bit naughty to show you something and then they don't give it you with sockets. Because I think these things have got a habit of losing the programming. So either that or they've forgotten on this one. I have no idea. But yeah, this has got a nano swinset. So this was the board I was going to just use to test out this and the arm SID. So what should I load? Make all connections as easy as USB-C. USB-C is quite nice, actually. Let's put it that way. It is quite nice. So yeah, I think I might end the stream there. It's 11:15. How long did that take me? Did that take me... I've been online 2 hours 26 minutes fixing a PLA. That's how much time that cost me. It sucks away my life. I'm glad I did it though. And there's my problem. That thing. That's what caused all the trouble. Unbelievable. I can't program it when I'm on the stream because I'm using all the ports on my laptop. But yeah. So yeah, one bad chip and just a PLA that's been put together to save 10 pence. And in the end, I suppose I had to buy the sockets for mine, so it's actually cost me money to buy the sockets, but that's a bit annoying. So yeah, unbelievable. I'm going to write the R on that one as well. I'm going to write the R on. It's funny, when you write in blue on these chips, it comes out red. Yeah, and this one's bad. Unbelievable. Yeah. I'm just marking it with R. They never marked the R one, they just marked the L one. But this one with the L, the blue L, is bad. It's all bad. Right, so I'm going to end the stream there. But that's me fixing a PLA. I didn't play any games this time, just did that. So I hope that was reasonably enjoyable. That's something I was going to make a video of this, and I thought I'll just do a live stream of it because it's if I did a video of that, it's not the most exciting thing to watch, is it? It's just like, it's literally what you just saw. It's me just like pulling things apart, which is so bad, just ripping something to bits and getting flux everywhere. But yeah, really good. Right. So thanks for sticking around. That is the Nano Swinsid making that noise. Job well done, thanks. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm glad you stuck around for it. It's not very exciting, is it? But, you know, this is what actual work's actually like, though. It's not actually, you know, it's not actually like really quick like YouTube videos. It's actually sitting there and having to do it. And just having to like tediously, you know, clean things and solder things and all that kind of stuff. And check for errors and all that kind of stuff. And I haven't even fully fixed it because I need to replace this chip. So it's still one of the things to do, but I'll just do that off stream. I'll do that tomorrow morning probably. But yeah, there it is. So thanks for watching. The stream is going to end now. I'll turn my Commodore 64 off because it's got the brick of death. And I will catch you next time in the next video or in the next stream. So thanks for watching.